Pablo Gunner here, talking nerdy to you about Stranger Things Season 5, Volume 2. My grade scale is must see, must stream. If this is worth having Netflix for, check it out. If it's mid, pass. If it's pass. I actually forgot to do a review of this. And that's kind of how crazy it's been lately, as well as how almost forgettable not this season or volume was, just the end, that the end was here. So I talked to people online on threads, and they said similar things, which is just the fact that time had passed so much, it had been so long, and it was just so hard to get back into. The second volume was pretty easy to get back into, but just season 5 altogether was hard to get into, and it really was kind of a slog. Like, I feel like you're better off starting this from the first season and binging it all the way through. Now, if you're like me and you have kids and you have a life and you have things to do, it's hard to do that. It's really hard to do that, especially when you have young kids around. If you don't, maybe it's easier because you have more time, but still, it is time consuming. It's almost like, should I wait until a show is complete and then binge it? Or should I watch it and support it along the way so that it gets the viewership? Nonetheless, this season was phenomenal. It was epic. It was everything that it has been building up to. It's crazy too because there was so much, I wouldn't say hate, but there was controversy, I guess, about Will coming out. And I'm like, y'all didn't know he was gay? Like, they've been hinting at this, I feel like, since day one or something like that. I don't know. I just feel like if you're not completely ignorant, if you've had a family member who comes out as gay, you're usually not surprised because you're like, bro, we've known since you were little. We've always known. You act gay. And that's fine. And it's wonderful to come out and be like, hey, you're comfortable with us. You're safe with us. That's wonderful. That's great. And that was a great moment. That was a great moment. People lost it. It does make sense. Amongst other things. The ending was it was sad. It was messed up. It was crazy. It was intense. It was awesome. It was all these things. The saddest part was like they had their graduation and they had their little normal rebellion. And it's like, yeah, this is what kids should be doing. They should have like the normal rebellion. Like, screw the system. And it was interesting because they got invited to a party and then they're like, nope, we're going to go play D&D. And they finished their little campaign and they talk about the what if, the storytelling of this is what it could be. And that was, oh man, I was teared up for that one for sure. And it was so good. It was such a great moment. And then you have the older group. They meet at the end. And that was funny because, well, now everyone looked their age, at least. Like they were cleaned up. They were de-aged. They looked normal. I don't know what happened with that, but it was like they look good. And except for what's his name and that haircut. Oh my God, it looks awful. It was really solid. It's worth watching. And that's what it felt worth watching and finishing. It just lacked that same thing that the early seasons had. And maybe you still can retain it if you binge it, but if you don't, I don't think that it's anything but. Now, I hope if you watch it that way that it is a must-see, but for me and the way that it was put out and the way that it was done, and I think a lot of people can agree, and you don't have to, and that's why I would love to hear from other people, but I would say it's worth checking out. Give us a like, give us a comment, give us a subscribe, hit the notification dingy so you don't miss us. Make sure you check out our merch at TNTM the store, where you can find this merch on sale with free shipping. Actually, I upgraded this on the site. This is the prototype. I found a black spider that I liked a lot better and looks way cooler, and I should get the upgrade, but since I have this one, I'm probably not going to. But you should, because it's on sale with free shipping, and 5% of any profit that we make off our merch goes to a charity, and I would love to help charities, but nobody's buying merch. And I don't know why, because this is really good quality material. And it's super cheap. Like I said, $15 for a shirt. And free shipping. We take the hit for free shipping. Sometimes we barely sometimes we lose money off these shirts because I'm just like, I don't like paying anything more. I won't pay 30 bucks for a shirt. I won't. So I'm like, I'm going to make it cheap as possible if I can. I'm not greedy. No Jeff Bezos here. So please help us help charities by buying some sweet merch or donate to charities out there directly because stuff's messed up. They need our help. Thank you for watching and listening, my fellow nerds and amigos. Stay strange.